Questions?
Obviously, it's an exciting ending, but ultimately another draw at home. What are your feelings about the game?
Disappointed. Obviously we get a point. We keep moving up slowly, but 3 points was the goal. Didn't get that. For me, the disappointment is Robbie Keane runs through our box naked and heads the ball in the goal. For me, I don't understand how that happens, and it's been a trend. Sounded like a broken record after games because most of the goals we're giving up are simple crosses and guys running through to head the ball in. And at this level, it's unacceptable to give up those type of goals. I always believed we'd get the goal. Disappointing thing is we gave up the goal, which meant when we did get the goal, it was 1 point instead of 3 points.
In terms of your options in the back, I mean, is there much you can do other than what you've done so far to try to rectify it?
It's got to change. It's got to change. If you look back on the times we've been burned and goals that we've given up to drop points, it's been the same trend. Starting with Seattle, third goal that gave them life, ball in the box, Dempsey's free, best player in the field. Chivas, Torres, best player in the field, cross, wide open. Will Bruin, best player on the field, goal scorer, wide open. Talk about it, you show video on it, you train it. You give them the keys to the game, the important things, and for me at this level, I don't know how it happens. Late in the game, Robbie Keane, how is he naked at the ball in goal? If we want to go anywhere as a team, you got to defend crosses. Simple, because a lot of goals in this league are scored on crosses. Okay, set pieces and crosses. And it's a simple thing to do. You pick up your guy and you head the ball out. We're not picking guys up. We're letting guys flow free. We're not making plays there, and it's costing us. I think our attack's getting better. I don't think we were great tonight. I thought it was a very tight game. Obviously, it was always going to be against a really good team. I mean, there's positives to this game, and we showed again our mentality. We showed again that we're up for any game against any team. I mean, that's one of the best teams in the league. There's a reason why they won the MLS Cup twice, and we didn't back down. We were right there till the end. It was a tight game. That's the way games are against good teams. You're not going to run away from teams like this. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be at times chippy. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be direct. It was the game we thought it'd be, and we thought it'd be a one-goal game. We gave up the goal, and like I said, shows our mentality and our spirit to respond and pull it back. We do keep slowly moving up, but we're running out of time, and we need to pick it up. We need to change that trend. It's time to change it. Otherwise, we're not going to be the team we want to be at the end of the year.
When you brought Maxi on, you slid Darlington kind of underneath him and Diego out to the right. Was there anything you were trying to exploit for that change?
Yeah, no, that's actually not what I did. I actually pushed out, wanted Alvis to play more like a winger. We were a little bit handicapped because we had some injury subs that we had to make. So obviously I wanted to have the same shape I had last game to end the game, but we had to do it in a different way. So obviously with Alvis being more as a winger and Darlington was up with Maxi and then Valeri was underneath. So Valeri just naturally flows to the right quite a bit. I think in the end, probably fair result is a draw, but if we don't make that mistake in the 88th, I don't even know what minute it was, 88th minute, that we probably win the game. Because I always felt we'd get the goal at the end. This team's shown that, but bottom line is we've not been good enough. We've not been good enough, and we've been right there, and we've said that, you've seen that. But if we want to push over the hump, and if we want to be a team that's grinding out 3 points, and a team that's legitimately capable of doing something here, we can't give up soft goals like that.
311 passes, 44% possession. How much of that is game planning to take the bite out of LA's counterattack, and how much of that is just not executing well enough?
I think it's a little bit the way they played. Obviously they played very direct, so when teams play direct, it's hard, the ball's bouncing around, and it became a really direct game, both sides of the ball. They were pressing, we were pressing. That happens in this league. Some games aren't games where you have a lot of the ball, a lot of the rhythm. I think it was more both teams not backing down, both teams pressing. When you get pressed, it's hard to play out of back. we're pressing them. It's hard for them to play out of the back. It became very much a ping pong match.
You talked about the mistakes at the end of the game, the offense still trying to get a little bit more traction. Right now, when you look at your record, is it more mental slips or is it talent?
It's a good question, and I think we've shown in the 10 games, we've only lost 3. We're all on the road, so we've shown we're right there. But we're falling short. We're not falling short so much where we're losing every game and we're not getting run out of games, and we see that around the league with a lot of teams. But for whatever reason, falling short, and I think it's a little bit of, as I've been saying, a little bit of both boxes. Not making plays in the box defensively, not making plays on the other end. We've shown it some games, but not enough to get 3 points enough. We got 6 draws, and we got 1 win, and we got 3 losses. So it's not like I said, we're losing every game. It's not like we're getting run out. We're in every game. We're right there. We're in position to win every single game. But to win games, you can't give up soft goals, and you got to score when you get the chances. Sometimes it's like tonight. There's only a couple chances in there, and they didn't have many. We didn't have many, but they squandered a lot too. And they have some really good players. We squandered some, but like I said, it was a tight game. But for me, the disappointment is more the trend of giving up the same type of goals game after game after game. It's cost us points.
Do you feel like your team has enough urgency right now, given where you guys are?
Yeah, definitely. The urgency is there. I mean, you saw the urgency. You can't question that. They know how important the games are. It's just a simple play. We lost the guy. How that happens.
Last question.
At what point do you decide, or do you at some point decide to just go the Mourinho route and kind of pack it in and counter so that you don't give up those easy goals?
That wouldn't help us be any better. The goals are off simple crosses. Packing it in means you give up more crosses. That's why you're a media guy, not a coach.
When you look at, you said that we've done a lot of things over and over again. The trade is still there. But you consider making another change at those positions in the back?
Well, I think you got to look at that, yeah, because we're still giving up the same goals. So we got to change it. Okay, season's not done, right? But we're running out of time. What we do is by not getting 3 points in this type of game, it means we got to get points somewhere else. Now we got to rely on getting more points on the road, and there's plenty of points, but we're running out of time, and we can't keep having the same old. More important than anything, you can't keep having the same old thing happen, because that will mean the same result happens. Simple.
Thanks.
Carrington and
Last one.
Carrington and Charlotte.
Yeah, I haven't talked to medical staff on either one yet, so I'll have a report for you guys when I have it.
Thanks, everyone. Locker room's open.